Good morning, greetings, beautiful new day. So, what I'd like to talk about today, a little bit, people, about living in light is some of the things that have inspired me. I find websites all the time, I look at things all the time, and when I went through the grief of losing my daughter and then my mother a year later, 2 years later, excuse me, that was a misspeak, I really thought that it might be impossible to live through that and to hold on to those things and love those people still while having to learn to let go at the same time. The beautiful thing is you never let go of them. That connection will always rest in your soul. That will always be there with you. So that's a good thing. And seeing the light every day is easy when you look for it. As human beings, we tend to look at what we don't have. We tend to notice the things that we're missing or that we perceive that we're missing. We forget to be grateful for everything that we have right here in our lives. So a question I get asked often, even by those who know me, ask, how do you survive these terrible things and how do you get through grief and how do you get through all that? Well, the best tool I've found was said best by Bing Crosby in White Christmas when he said, when my bank account is getting low, is getting small, I remember when I had none at all. And I go to sleep counting my blessings. So, ta-ra, there's your answer, folks. The way to get through a lot of difficult things is to be grateful. You don't have to be grateful for this moment, this thing, this test, this journey, right at this very second. But you will be eventually someday, and you have other things in your life to focus on. So that's what we need to do. We shift our focus to those things that we're grateful for. Tell you what, the minute you start counting your blessings and realize how much you have and how rich you are, the rest just falls into place, and it really does help. So every day, be mindful. All right, so Thich Nhat Hanh, one of my favorite people to listen to, one of my favorite teachers, this beautiful Buddhist monk who created Plum Village in France. Life in the Sangha is easier than life outside. So the point is that Thich Nhat Hanh is one of my favorite people, and he says that being mindful and being in the moment is the secret to a happy life. And he's correct. When you're mindful, you treat people differently. When you're aware of how you are being perceived, you treat people differently. When you treat yourself a certain way and you're aware that what you're doing says, I love myself or I hate myself or I don't like me, it just takes being aware. So the challenge for you today maybe is to catch yourself doing something that you maybe wouldn't have told somebody you would behave like. So catch yourself doing the things that we don't advertise. So let's see, a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh, I believe it's no mud, no lotus, it's being love, where he teaches you how to love even those challenging people. He says, to place your feet on the ground and walk as if your feet are kissing the earth with every step. Breathe deeply. Wake yourself up throughout the day. Don't just wake up in the morning. The job is to be mindful and to wake up throughout the day. So you pause for a moment, count a blessing. Speak of something you love, and then breathe in. Breathe it in. And feel the joy that that blessing gives you, and then breathe that out into the earth, into the sky, into the trees, into the lovely, wonderful place that we live. Let it help you absorb and process those things. I guess what I'm saying in this convoluted walk with me that you've taken to the park today is that Thich Nhat Hanh is one of my favorite people to listen to. He's a wonderful teacher and an amazing man, and his life has been a beautiful testament to how mastery of human and finite self doesn't mean denying it or hating it or treating it poorly. It means being aware of it. Find yourself in this world and become aware of yourself right this moment. Count a blessing, breathe it in, and give your gratitude back to the universe in your next breath. You get back what you put out. Be aware. One of the best lessons you can learn. Being aware and being grateful. Living light lessons, people. Love yourself. Start at home, because to shine and cast no shadows, you have to shine from within. Peace and love. Have a beautiful day, everyone.